What's up, y'all? It's G back with another video. Like, well, you already know. If you said it with me, you lit. If you didn't, you're nut to the left, please. We ain't gonna mess with you. We're not gonna associate ourselves with you because you didn't say it with us. On the road to 300 subs. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Almost at 300 subs. We almost there, y'all. And from the title of this video, y'all already know what we're talking about. Sinners, man. My reaction, my review. Ryan Coogler's latest film, thriller, vampire, movie starring Michael B. Jordan as one of the lead actors and a whole other of great actors and actresses in this film. Now, first things first, I'm going to get right into the nitty gritty. We ain't even going to play too much. Did I like the film? That's what we got to say. Yes, I did. I enjoyed the film. I watched it in IMAX, you feel me? Watched it the best way possible. Watched it the best way it could be watched, in my personal opinion. It was a good movie. It wasn't too interesting. Wasn't too difficult to discern what's going on and what's not going on. Not too much of a thought there when it comes to this thriller vampire movie. They literally lay out in front of you the details of what they are, how can they be killed, and what's going on with them. Straight up and down, no rap, not too much stupidity in this movie. A little bit, but, that's typical for a thrillers movie. Now, it did have some vibes of the classic vampire trope like movie. Lots of blood, big teeth, funny vampires, off-scene kills. You feel me? Like a lot of the classic vampire, the float in the air vibe, skyline vibe, bro, float in the air to you. So off rip, it did implement a lot of the classic vampire vibe that I enjoy. I mean, if you don't enjoy it, I get it, but it's, it's a thriller, it's cool. Now, in this thriller, just like in other thrillers, it's a few sex scenes, quite a few sex scenes. Feel me? I ain't mad at them. So hey, it is what it is. But I like how they gave the black women, darker skin tone, bit more voluptuous, gave them a little bit of love because we love them out here. You feel me? That was pretty cool too. I like how they added that in there. But other than that, into the movie, the fight scenes, I wish they had a couple of more fight scenes of like of them building weapons and stuff. They only, made some stakes. I was like, why didn't they build different types of weapons? You feel me? They could have used a lot of things around the bar that they could have collected and made weapons out of if you wanted to go to classic vampire vibe and didn't have them suiting up with stuff. So I thought that could have been done. I didn't think that they did. They dropped the ball with that one. They only made like stakes and stuff. And like, the beginning of the movie where they try to, they get the juke joint and all of that. And, they're getting to the point where it's the vampires. I feel like it's like a quick leap. You feel me? Like they say that when you create a certain type of music, you could bring, the vibe of that music makes, certain darker demonic forces or vampires, whatever, it basically make them drunk on it and they want you now or whatever. They want to eat you so they can get more powerful. And I felt like that vibe, like you didn't show us where old boy came from. Like, he wasn't summoned or nothing. He was literally just ditching the Indians that was going to attack him to a family and got them. And now it's like he about to take over a whole entire town. Like, what is going on? How did that even come about? How is he that powerful? Who is this guy? You feel me? But anyway, it was a crazy leap just to say, it's vampires. But I get it. You just want to make a one-day movie. You got to make it in one day, so you can't really tell that much. So it was just a one-day thing, which I get it. So when you go based off it being one day, you looking for a little too much sometimes, but you really want it because you want to understand the movie a little bit more in depth. You want to get a little bit of a bigger background for the vampires. But at the end of the day, the vampires are just vampires. They changing everybody into vampires and eating people. What more could you ask for? So they get into the fight scene at the end where the Asian woman, says, let them all in because she's upset because they're going to go after her family, she thinks. She lets everybody in. I felt like when the vampires came in, they was killing more people that was there that was getting ready for the battle against the vampires, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not too sure, but it looked like they was attacking like other people that was associated with the group, which I thought was a bit odd. And maybe I might be wrong. Maybe I might have watched that movie and saw something else, but it looked like they was attacking other people. And then the Asian woman just got set on fire, and that was so kind of corny. I'm like, why is she just not even trying to roll herself out of being on fire or anything? So that was a little like, a couple of the deaths of the people that was fighting was a little like unwarranted, where it came to them at least putting up a fight. You feel me? You want them to at least go down doing something. So it was a lot of them where they really didn't do too much. Smoke and Stack, they fought each other. And then, they came out on top and killed the KKK. Now, hey, I'm always down for the KKK being killed. Hey, it is what it is. But that was a little like, I guess. I guess, right? It is what it is. I guess that was bound to happen because they spoke about it in the movie, which I thought was pretty cool to see that at the end, how he was mowing them down. And then I thought to myself, why wasn't one of the aspects of the movie of them trying to get to that, truck out there if it had those types of weapons in it? You feel me? I thought that was a little crazy. Like, what is going on? Why are we not trying to get that? But we got it now. He had grenades. He had everything you could ever ask for. So I didn't understand why they didn't try to go at least think about going to get it. I mean, you could have distracted them. You could have did a lot of things, but I don't understand why they didn't try to do something. But when you get to the end, there was end credit scenes, the musician kid when he's much older, and then the vampires come in and holler at him. And I'm not going to spoil it that much further. But at the end of the day, I'm going to give it like a smooth 7.5 out of 10. It wasn't nothing too crazy. Wasn't nothing too different. I like how he kept it classic, kept it smooth. Nothing really made me go, oh snap, that's crazy. But solid 7.8. It was smooth. I liked it. Tell me what you think about the movie down in the comment sections below. Peace, Middle East, Baza Hair Grease with a crease, and I'm out.